The absence of humility and compassion and its tragic result, a gaze into the destructive power of jealousy and resentment. It's not unusual to feel jealousy and resentment at some point in our lives, but we are warned against allowing those feelings to fester because doing so can lead to our own downfall. Cain was a man who let negative feelings fester. In the course of time, Cain killed his brother Abel, and it appears this murder was deeply rooted in his jealousy, anger, and his hardened heart. In Genesis 4, both brothers brought offerings to God. Abel offered the best of his flock, while Cain offered some of his crops. God accepted Abel's offering, but not Cain's, not because of the type of offering, but likely because Abel gave with faith and sincerity, while Cain's heart was not right. Hebrews 11:4. Instead of humbling himself or asking God for guidance, Cain became resentful and allowed bitterness to take root. God warned Cain that sin was crouching at the door, urging him to master it. Yet Cain ignored the warning, lured his brother into a field, and murdered him in cold blood. The story of Cain, as told in ancient texts, is more than a tale of fratricide. It is a cautionary reminder of the destructive power of jealousy, resentment, and the refusal to take responsibility for ourselves and our relationships. To avoid the sin of Cain in our own lives today, we must cultivate self-awareness, empathy, and a commitment to peace in our interactions with others. First, we can begin by recognizing and managing our emotions honestly. Envy and anger, if left unchecked, can fester into bitterness and rash actions. Regular self-reflection, whether through journaling, meditation, or honest conversation with trusted friends, helps us acknowledge these feelings before they grow out of control. Rather than comparing ourselves to others, we can focus on gratitude for our own unique gifts and circumstances. Secondly, we should actively practice empathy and compassion. The sin of Cain was not only in his violent act, but also in his failure to recognize his brother's humanity. By listening deeply to others and seeking to understand their perspectives, we build bridges instead of walls. Acts of kindness, both great and small, create a climate of goodwill that resists the seeds of resentment. Finally, we must accept responsibility for our actions and the well-being of others. When we wrong someone, a sincere apology and effort to make amends are crucial. We are, in a profound sense, our brothers and sisters' keepers. By fostering communities built on respect, forgiveness, and justice, we can transform the warning in Cain's story into a guide for living lives of purpose, harmony, and hope. Okay, so, if you enjoyed this video and you gained insight into the tragic murder of Abel at the hands of Cain, do me a huge favor. Please click the subscribe button and I will do my best to continue providing videos like this one.